What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Screen. It's your girl Jasmine. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Big Brother 19 episodes 32, 33, 34, and 35. Yes, 4 episodes to cover. It's been a week, y'all. I'm so sorry. Literally, Sunday to Sunday. You guys haven't heard from me, and I'm so sorry. I apologize, especially to my Big Brother folks. I try so hard to keep up with it, but I'm a woman of many hats, as I've told you guys before. So as we're rounding out the last week and a half and everything, though, I'm definitely going to be working really hard to make sure that I'm getting you guys your videos on time. Me and my amazing editor, we're going to do our best. Some of them might go up kind of late, like at night, but I really want to get them to you guys so a bulk episode like this doesn't happen again. But we have a lot to cover, so let's jump into it. Paul is literally the puppet master. Like, for real. I'm sorry, I say it every week. You guys cannot deny that that man is playing an incredible game. It's crazy. How he's orchestrated all of the competitions over the last week is insane. I mean, like, how they were gonna play out. Literally convinced every single house guest to do exactly what he wanted them to do with the HOH last Sunday for episode 32. Jason and Kevin are still the main targets to go out, or we're still the main targets to go out. So going into HOH, the house thinks that they're throwing the competition because Kevin is throwing the competition so Paul can win, but really everyone wants to throw it to Josh and Christmas so that they can be the ones to take the shot at Kevin, but really Paul wants Jason out. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I would love to be inside out, you know, like the movie Inside Paul's head, and just see what type of conversations the little colorful hymns are having in his brain. Because even just listening to his plan sometimes makes my head want to explode. So I couldn't imagine being the person that's thinking for every other individual in the house. It was just super funny to watch everybody think something wrong. Everybody thinks somebody else is going home and that somebody else is going to be the one to do something else. It got crazy and confusing really fast. It's still funny to me to watch Kevin put all of his trust in Paul. I guess everything's rang true so far, but it's at some point, it's you can't, you're a one-trick pony. All you can do is say, okay, Paul, sure, Paul, yeah, Paul, I'm gonna get it done, Paul. What's gonna suck if Paul thinks he can control Kevin too far and then ends up stuck with Kevin final 2. That might be kind of funny, because then you have the person that deserves to win for doing everything, and then the other person that might low-key deserve to win if they made it to finale night without doing anything but what Paul told him to do, which usually was nothing. Oh, also, random question. What is rough kneecap syndrome? Oh, you never heard of that either? Okay. I've had rough kneecap days. You didn't put as much lotion on as you thought, and you kind of trying to fix yourself in the middle of the day. But how Raven said it, I don't know. Her word vomit with her illnesses is just, I don't get her. I don't know. She's interesting. She's interesting to me. With Christmas holding another HOH, she goes ahead and puts up Alex and Jason and lets Jason know that he's the target. It was interesting watching her fumble back and forth on whether she was gonna say something or not, which game she was going to play. So it was funny to me to see her tell him he's a strong competitor and all this type of stuff, because all that is true. And then, when she's playing damage control in episode 33, because Jason flipped out. He got super paranoid, started freaking out that he was going to be on the block. But mainly because he's on the block next to his ride or die, Alex. But Christmas assures them that they're safe and just that she's acting and she has to play it up so it's believable for Kevin, even though he's going to get backdoored. Things start to spiral out of control very fast, though. Josh is low-key catching on to Paul, but because Josh has been the emotional being that he's been the entire season, people really aren't listening to him. Even his homegirl Christmas. Christmas is you need to calm down. Paul's not doing anything. He's making sure we're good. We gotta trust him. It's gotta be solid till the end. Josh just kind of sits there okay, and then goes to the diary room and sounds like a smart person that's making total and complete sense to us, because we're literally watching Paul play each and every one of them, but nobody wants to listen to Josh because he cries about everything and never makes any sense. Today he's making sense, guys. Somebody should listen. Josh's main issue this week is that he feels like him and Christmas are taking all of the blood on their hands while Paul is accepting no responsibility for any of the things that they're doing. Christmas is okay with having the blood on her hands because she feels like Paul's an asset to her for the physical game, so she can handle a couple blows and things like that for her social game, which makes sense, but Josh also makes sense because eventually you're just gonna have all these people that hate you and people already don't rock with you like that to begin with, so then you just start looking like the villains and then Paul looks scot-free, but then he also is going to have those things to use when he goes to jury, when he talks about how he single-handedly sent every single person home and avoided the block. Paul ends up winning veto, takes Alex down, and Kevin goes up as the replacement. Now, moving into double eviction night, which is episode 34, Paul wants the vote to go to a tie. But Josh just still isn't feeling it. He's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. And then he's in the hot tub with Jason and he starts crying. Guess he's sad because Jason's really been there for him in this house and he doesn't really want to send him home and la 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 la. I mean, I guess. Like, shut up. Like, I don't know. He's always crying. He's always crying. He does not stop crying. And I can't stand it. I could not live with somebody who cried on a regular basis, especially a huge grown man. Like, what? Stop crying. Why are you crying? Stop it. It's too much. Well, Paul wins again. Vote goes to a tie. Christmas is a tiebreaker. She votes to evict Jason. Jason's pissed. He turned red, got up, grabbed his bag, didn't hug anybody, walked out the door. Didn't even hug Alex. Felt so bad for Alex. She's like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Jason. I didn't do it. And he didn't listen. He was having no parts in it. He was out to go talk to Julie. What was interesting to me is in their little messages that they record, obviously Josh blew up Paul's spot and said that he was the one who orchestrated getting him out of the house. And then Paul's comes up. You know, I was fully expecting Paul to own that. And he lied. But why? Like, he made it seem like he didn't know about it and all this types of stuff, but Jason's going to jury. He's literally going to take the tape of what happened leading up to him leaving and go watch it. So, I didn't understand that. I thought that was really weird. This double eviction was nuts. Alex won HOH for Jason! For Jason! She was praying and handling her business in her little booth, and she clutched it out. She obviously has to put up nominees right away. She puts up Kevin and Raven for the vote. Even though she knows that Christmas and Josh had something to do with it, she's gonna worry about them later. Josh wins veto, and he decides that he's not gonna use it. Paul and Christmas vote Raven out, but Josh went rogue and decided that he was gonna throw his vote at Kevin. So of course, Raven and all that lipstick that was on her teeth go to jury. And Josh said, oh my God, I didn't want to do it. He made me do it. She made me do it. She was too strong. He was too strong. Shut up. It's so annoying. I literally watched all these episodes back to back. So I watched Sunday's episode, episode 32. I watched that on time, but I watched all the other episodes today, back to back. And I was so irritated listening to him cry. I can't take it. I just need to go home so I can stop hearing him cry. Probably go to the jury house and cry there too for some reason. But while we're talking about people crying, Paul's fake crying was hilarious to me. What was even funnier is when he ended up in the room with Josh and Alex walks out and Paul immediately stops crying, smiles, and Josh looked at him like he had seen a ghost. It was like he was a demon or something. He went from crying to laughing, and didn't he do that when Cody was getting evicted the first time? Pretty sure he was in that same room pretending to cry and then dancing and skipping in front of the camera pot calling the kettle black, Josh. You gotta own your truth, man. Own your truth. Paul's plan for this episode was to use Josh to take a shot at Alex. He had to get people to throw, HOH, so the competitions go in his favor. He gets everything lined up. Okay, Kevin, you throw it. We're going to do this. You're going to throw it to Christmas. Everything's going to be great. But really, the plan is for Josh to win, but he knows Kevin would never throw it to Josh. All right, Josh, go out there, win HOH. No, I don't want to win it. I don't want to win. I don't want to take a shot at Alex. Well, Paul had to get to work on that too. It's an interesting competition. It was literally neck and neck. I feel like that's a hard competition to throw when like you could legitimately have a wild guess that ends up being the right answer. The BB comics are intense, especially with the way they did it this year with like the trailer and stuff and just using like the big poster things. Like, yeah, that was a tough one, but it worked out and Josh ended up winning. Despite Josh's uncertainty about Paul, though, he ends up nominating Kevin and Alex for eviction. But he mentions that he has a lot of thinking to do this week. I definitely think there's a 50-50 chance that he really is going to try to get Paul out this week. But then there's also half of him that's just like a little sissy la-la. And I don't think he would be bold enough to make that big of a move. But then at the same time, he could just low-key be at his wit's end. And that's all he's got. That's the play he's got, and he could ride that to finale night and be like, I was the only one who had the guts to do anything about Paul. Period. I feel like he'd have a good argument. So I think he'd be very intelligent to use his HOH at this point to try to get Paul out. Otherwise, I guarantee you they're going to hand him $500,000. But we'll see what happens on Wednesday though, because we got this surprise eviction. So I don't know. It's gonna be a crazy week. I'll definitely have a video for you guys, if not, probably not late Wednesday night, but I'll definitely have a video for you guys on Thursday so that they won't be in bulk. So you guys can look out for that. I appreciate you guys being patient with me with this series. You guys have no idea. I know that it's frustrating because you gotta wait on stuff and seeing everything and then they're all bulked together and it sucks and I hate to have to do that to you guys. But I'm doing my best and I appreciate you guys being patient with me. You guys are seriously the best ever. Just all your guys' support with me trying to grow this channel and doing something new. It means the world to me that you guys are rocking with me and enjoying it. So thanks! If you enjoyed this video, smack that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As always, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, God first, God bless.